Have you ever heard of A.N.T.s or automatic negative thoughts? According to Google, automatic negative thoughts or A.N.T.s are thoughts that can pop up in the brain without warning and cause unpleasant feelings. They can be cognitive distortions that lead to misery and are often triggered by anxiety or depression. A.N.T.s are spontaneous, fleeting thoughts that can negatively impact your mood and perceptions. They appear without conscious effort, often in response to certain situations or triggers, and can involve pessimistic or defeatist beliefs about yourself, others, or the future. A.N.T.s can be triggered by anxiety or depression and may arise from past experiences, societal influences, or deeply ingrained beliefs. Have you ever experienced them? I have, and sadly, very often. These thoughts pop into my brain, leading me into a downward spiral of negativity and creating doomsday scenarios in my head. I don't notice them popping up. I just fall prey to their terrible influence, continuing on a hopeless chain of events where all I can think of is negativity. They are called automatic for a reason. They come suddenly with no warning and are very difficult to stop, especially if you are used to them. They are like a pest and a plague, eating away at your brain and preventing you from functioning. This is self-sabotage at its finest. So one day I decided to draw how they feel to me. I imagined an ant eating my brain and an army of them continuously pestering me until my life became a downward spiral of negativity. You can't stop them because often you can't spot them. They just mercilessly pound you with insecurities and assumptions that end up ruling your life. You think the world is out to get you, and you may develop anxiety or depression. Or maybe it is just a toxic circle. For me, it is an addictive feeling of cynicism and despair where I get to blame everyone but myself. My own brain reinforces my preconceptions, and I end up in a toxic cycle of pessimism and gloom. The first time I've heard of them was in a Dr. Chatterjee podcast that I was randomly listening to, and it was mind-blowing. I started researching and finding ways to stop them. For me, just acknowledging or recognizing them was invaluable. It shows how important self-awareness and mindfulness are. When I identify them, I take a deep breath and say to myself, it is just your mind playing tricks on you, and it takes all the effort in the world to nip them in the bud. Disclaimer: I am not a psychologist and I do not intend to treat or help with A.N.T.s. I am just relating my experience with them and how I illustrate them in a painting. Please find accredited resources in the description of this video if you want to understand this phenomenon more deeply or need help managing it. Disclaimer 2. I love ants, the little insects. I love their big bums and complex societies. Their pincers are a work of art, and their big, watery eyes are cute. I love how they move their little antenna while interacting with other ants, so this is nothing personal against them. If you find this content valuable and enjoy it, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Now, just relax and enjoy the rest of the painting. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.